G'day, welcome back to Dad versus Son. We're going on to our first turn in Combat Commander Europe, and we're doing Tournament Battle Pack Scenario 2, Blitzkrieg Unleashed, which is basically first day of, well, it's actually before the first day of the war, so this is a bit of a cheeky German thing. So 2nd of September 1939 rather than the 3rd of September. Right, so we're all set up, ready to go. I've drawn the cards, and the Germans are first, and they have a recover, a rout concealment, a rout assault fire, a move across fire, move concealment, and a fire no quarter. So the moves are very handy. The routs are a pain in the bottom. So the choice is, do I start moving my troops first, or do I get rid of the two routs first? And I really probably need to get moving first. So, okay. So we're going to use this move as our first order. And we are going to move, we're going to, I don't know, I can't remember the word now. Use your words. Use your words. I am going to activate Sergeant Bierman, and he will activate the rest here. So they're simply going to move into this wire here. And the reason for that is that I don't want them to end up here because they'll be under fire right from the start. And because they've got the -1 right from the start. If they're going to do that, they may as well be up here, get this control first, so then even if they get blown away or have to retreat or anything else, the Poles will still have to get up here to regain control. So that's my cunning logic for that. Righto. So second order, as we said, will be the other move order, and that is going to be activating Lieutenant Schrader here. Now he has all of these troops in his command range, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep them relatively together. So this rifle is going to go 2, 4. This rifle is going to go 2, 4. This rifle is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's coming up a hill. Now I still take that as he's coming up a hill into the trees. So that's why I said it's 1, 2, 3. The LMG, as the HMG is the same, 1, 2, 3, along with the lieutenant. And then this rifle as well is going to go 1, 2, 3. And the line will go 1, 2, 3 as well. So now these have the choice of going right and swinging through to come around, or to keep coming straight through, or to swing down this way and then come back around. So it's a few options they can do. Rightio, so what else can they do? Recover, rout, fire. So nothing. So we'll replace their 2 cards. And let's see what the Poles can do. At the moment, they're still blissfully asleep. They can't see anybody. Nothing's happening. No alarms have been sounded. No bullets have gone whizzing by. So they have an advance with assault fire, a rout with hand grenades, a recover with spray fire, and a command confusion with sustained fire. So I think playing this as a scenario with the setup we've got, I think we will replace the command confusion, and basically nobody knows anything that's happening at the moment. So we'll leave it fat, dumb and happy in their fart sacks and half asleep in the guard room waiting for something to happen. So we're back to the Germans. So the Germans have recover, rout, and fire from last time, and they have a fire ambush and a recover assault fire. So they can't really do anything. So I'm going to get rid of the 2 routs, and I'm going to keep the 2 fires and the 2 recovers. That's the end of the Germans' turn, and back to the poor old Poles. So recover, spray, rout, hand grenades, advance, and a fire. Righto. So what to do? The only one we can really use at the moment would be the advance. So let's have a look at it. If we were going to move anybody with the advance, the only ones that would be worthwhile moving would be Sergeant here, because he can pick up this one and this one. Or we could move one of the mortars, start to get them out. So again, once these move up to here, if I've got a mortar sitting here, then I have line of sight up to there, and I could start laying down some fire. Trouble is, you'd be out in the open. So my best bet would probably be to go into the orchard, which would give me a 2 hindrance, but at least a 1 cover. But what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to, I was going to save it a bit, but I'd need to do it. I'm going to do a recover, and I'm going to try and rally some of my suppressed people so that I can start them moving as soon as possible. So I can rally up to 3. And I'm going to try and rally Sergeant Rousseau first. So he is 8 minus 1 is 7 in a house, which gives him 10. So I need a less than 10. And I get jammed, which is nothing. 3. So he is rallied. So that's our first one. Now I'm going to try and do this BAR team. So it's a 7, plus 2 for his command is 9, plus 3 is 12. So I want less than 12, and we have 7. So that's our second one. And the third one is going to be I'm going to do this BAR team here. No, I'm not. I'm going to do this line. So it's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have 9. So he's good as well. Righto, so that's the recovery done. So the only other thing we could do now is an advance. And we could use the advance on these ones if we wanted to. The only place to advance to would be here to start bringing them up this way. So that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that it's about time for the changing of the guard. So we're going to bring Sergeant Rousseau as the new guard commander and his troops up towards Sergeant Binochet, the line unit to take over the MG, the BAR to take over this chasseur, and then as we usually do with the staggered handover, these chasseurs would be relieved by a later unit. And I think that makes sense from a game point of view, even though it may not make sense from a tactical point of view. And that'll be the end of the Poles' turn. So it's just a normal day, waking up, getting ready to get started. Righto. Back to the Germans. So a fire, no quarter, a fire ambush, recover assault, recover hand grenades, move crossfire, and another recover. So we've got 3 recovers. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to have to do is let's do a move action. So who are we going to move? is what it comes down to. Do we get Sergeant Bierman up here into this wire ready to go? Or do we still start sneaking these ones up and around to here? Because once they're in place, hopefully they can take out this heavy MG before this one comes under fire. The only trouble I see is here we have some cover, even though it's reduced by 1. Well, in case everything's reduced by 1 in there. But there's no cover here. So we've still got one more cover there, is what it comes down to. But this will only bring 2 units effectively into range, and this will bring lots potentially ready into range. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to activate Lieutenant Schrader. So the first one's going to move is this rifle team here, who is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to stop there, and the LMG will do the same. This rifle team will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he's got the extra 1 from Schrader, and 1, 2. No, he can't, because he's got a -1 with the HMG. So we're just going to go to, let me get this right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can go there. If he goes 1, 2, it's still going to make any difference? No. So he's going to go 1, 2 and stop there, and Schrader's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he can still pick him up next time. These ones can't move. They were outside of his range of 1, but these ones can. So the line unit is going to go 1, 2, 3, because it's gone uphill as well. And that's where he stops. Yep, and he goes up there. It's 1, 2, 3 as well. Now the reason for that is I'm going to try and bring these ones up into his range so that we can go from there. So we've got recover, recover, fire, fire, recover. He can't do anything more. So the Germans are finished. Back to the Poles. The Poles have a rout, a fire, a recover, and a rout. Okay, so they're going to use this rout command confusion and just get rid of it. And that's the end of their turn. So again, they're not doing too well. Okay, Germans. Recover, recover, fire, fire, recover, artillery request. Okay, so artillery request is no good to them. And we've got 2, 3 recovers. We're going to keep the hand grenade. We're going to keep the spray fire. We're going to get rid of the assault fire. And that's the end of the German turn. And we have rout, fire, recover, advance. Okay. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to use the advance on Sergeant Russo and his mob. No, we're not. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use the recover. And we're going to try and recover some more of these troops. So the first one we're going to try is this BAR here. So he's 8 minus 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. And we have a sniper, and the sniper is at K2. And K2, IJ, K2, so nobody in range, doesn't matter. And 6 is wonderful, so this BAR is not suppressed any longer. So that's 1. We'll do the line team. So we have 7, 6, and 3 is 9. And we have time. Okay, so we move the timer forward. We reshuffle the Poles deck. What else do we do? Defender gains 1 VP, which will be the Poles. Shuffle's done. So the Poles now have 10 victory points. There are no smoke. There are no reinforcing, so dig-ins. The Poles do not have any dig-ins, and the Germans do not have any dig-ins. So that's that. Right. So we are going to try and recover the other BAR here. So it's 8 minus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. And we have a 3. The jams we're not worried about. Okay, so that's 2 that we've succeeded in, but 3 that we've attempted, which is our max. Right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the advance, and we are activating Sergeant Russo, who can reach the Chazur, everything here and everything here and here. So first thing that's going to happen is Sergeant Russo is going to send his line unit here. 1. Well, in fact, he started on the road, so it'll be 0, 1, 2 to go up the hill, 3, 4, 5. The BAR will do the same. Sergeant Russo will do the same. This BAR will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This BAR will go 2, 3, 4, 5. This line unit has got a 4 minus 1 is 3. And I'm going to bring him where? Same, I think. 1, 2, 3. Up with this BAR. And this Chazur is a movement of 3 as well. So he's going to go 2, 3. And this young fella's gain is a movement of 3. And he's going to go 1. Where to go, where to go? 1, 2, 3. He's just going to go there. No, that's stupid. Really stupid. 1, 2. Gets him basically in cover. And he was there. So he can move as well. He could go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to be much good at all. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 into there. Okay, and they can't do any more. So that's the end of the Poles, and we're up to the Germans, and we're at 19 minutes. So we can go a little bit longer. Let's see what the Germans want to do. So they have a fire ambush, a fire no quarter, a recover, a recover, a rout, and a recover. They're not getting anything to move. Okay. So rout at the moment they don't want. They've got to recover hand grenades, recover spray fire, recover hand grenades, I think we're going to need both of those more than that at the moment, so we'll get rid of that one, and we'll keep the 2 fires. And that's the end of the German turn, and back to the Poles. So we have a rout, hand grenades, fire, light wounds, command, confusion, hidden pillbox. So this is into a hex. So this is what I want to do. I want to get up to the top there, and then we can put a pillbox in there as soon as they fire. And we have a sustained fire with this command confusion. The only trouble is I don't have anything to move. So it's a pain in the bottom again. Jeez, Louise. Okay, so the only thing I can really... I'm going to get rid of the rout. And that's it. And we're back to the Germans again. So recover hand grenades and fire and fire and fire and command confusion. Nobody's getting any movement anywhere. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the command confusion and the fire light wounds. And we're back to the Poles again. Fire, hidden pillbox, sustain fire, recover, spray fire. Okay, so we'll use the recover. So we can still try and recover 3 units, and we have 3 units at the moment that are still playing silly buggers. So first one we'll do is this one. So we have 7 minus 1 is 6, and it's an 8, so nothing happens. And we have 7 minus 1 is 6, and we have a 4, so that one's good. And lucky last, we have 7 minus 1 is 6 again, and it is a 6, so he stays suppressed. Okay, doke. And that's all we can do. So back to the Germans. Yeah, the Germans have got recover, recover, fire, fire, advance. Right, so they're going to use their advance. Okay. Now the reason they're going to do that is because that will allow them to either advance up here or to advance up here. So if we activate Lieutenant Schrader, now we can move a few things. And it's an advance, so we'll move the rifle team up with their LMG. This becomes German controlled now. The heavy MG will advance to here. The rifle team will advance to here. Or will he? Yes, he will. And Lieutenant Schrader will advance to here. No, he won't. He's going to stay on the military crest down there, just so he doesn't get shot. Okay, can't do anything with these ones. Can't do anything with these ones. So what else can they do now? Confusion, recover, recover, fire, fire. Nothing. So that's the end of the German turn. Okay. Poles. Fire, light wounds, hidden pillbox, confusion, advance. Well, that's the only movement order that we actually have, isn't it? Okay. Well, what to do. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to fire. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to activate Sergeant Russo here, because this one, these two, and these are all in his command radius. Okay, so we're going to fire with the BAR here, and the reason for that is because this gives me a 7 anyway, which the HMG would do as well, but this gives me an extra 1. So we've got 7, we have 8, we have 9 for the HMG. Shooting up here, we have sustained fire for our machine gun, so +2. Okay, so as we said, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9 shooting up here, +6 is 15. So we have an total attack of 15. Sorry, 14, because we're going up. Oh, hang on a tick. I'm going to check that line of sight, don't I? No, we're fine. Good. Okay. So it's actually 14 because these are firing up 1 level. Right, so the Germans do the line team first, and they have 7 and nothing else. So what do they have in here to use? Ball sighting, nothing. Hand grenades, no. Hand grenades, no. No quarter, doesn't help. Ambush doesn't help, and dig in doesn't help at the moment either, so nothing. Righto, so 7 plus 9 is 16, so they're fine, and 7 plus 4 is 11, which means that this rifle is hit. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do? And I think we can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this advance here, and I'm going to use that to advance this mortar into here. And it's simply to clear the card more than anything else. So that's the end of the turn for the Poles. I get 3 cards back, and we'll stop there, and the Germans will have the next turn. So we've got a good meeting engagement starting up here. Poor old Sergeant Bierman has been stopped here at the moment, being tangled up in the wire. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But at the moment, I think the Poles are doing okay, but we really need to get some more weapons up here. So thanks for watching. Please let me know if I've made any major sort of boo-boos, and I will try and rectify it at some stage. But as usual, I'll probably put 2, 3, 4 videos up in one hit and then find out I've done something wrong. So if I have, apologies. And catch you later. Bye for now.